Hey everybody, welcome back to a game that I will never lose again, The Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. We're going for a double-digit victory. I'm very excited. Look at how happy we are. Speed's good. Damage is great. Rate of fire is great. Luck is good. Dude, look at this seed. Look at this seed. DGLK L1Y4. I haven't even talked about... Well, to be honest, the best part of the run is the stats. The DPS and the HP in particular make this a very, very conducive run to get a victory on. But let's not forget, we have an exploding item plus Pyromaniac, which means that, you know, it would be a little rich to suggest we have unlimited HP. But we sort of do, if you ignore the fact that it takes 3 rooms to get a charge on my best friend. Like, the DPS is the stellar, the North Star, the Polaris, if you will, of this run. That's right, I'm a very astute and knowledgeable person in astronomical, astrological. I'm a lyrical, physical, wait, what am I talking about? Anyway, no, you don't get to hit me. You don't get to hit me. I don't give you the right. What is this poopy boss floor? You stay away from me. I can't afford to take damage right now and ruin my deal with the devil just because you woke up on the wrong side of the bed this morning. Use the little flush when you're supposed to use the big flush. It happens to the best of us. It happens to me. There's our deal with the devil. Okay, just don't squander it. You know what? I gotta say, oh no, my deal with the devil odds. I gotta say, I waffled a little bit back and forth there. What do you take? Nothing, something, nothing, something. I'm gonna take Shade. I don't want to take both because it almost ruins the effectiveness of Pyromaniac. And I could have taken neither. I thought about taking neither. The main reason I'm taking Shade is not because it's good, but because of the fact that it is going to give us... Come on. It is going to give us Deal with the Devil precedent, which I think is probably worth enough to be excited about for the future. Well, here's the thing. If Seraphim, by the way, happy with, not over the moon, but happy to a certain degree at least. I could have walked on the spikes and then used a bomb to heal myself. I totally didn't even realize we have curved horn. That's also amazing. If we had walked over the spikes and used a bomb to heal ourselves, we'd be in pretty much exactly the same boat, so why not just use a bomb in the first place? That way you avoid the possibility, however slight, of walking on the spikes twice and causing yourself some serious issues. I.e. just being dead. I would consider that one of the more serious issues. Little Steven's okay. The best thing about this right now is I feel like we might be closing in on Spun. Not Spun, Conjoined. Every transformation is either Spun or Guppy, and the quicker you get used to that, the more fun we're gonna have here. Any chance you guys can screw off so I could actually land a shot in here? Thank you very much. Cartridge, I mean, we just can't replace our existing spacebar item. It's just not worth it. Dude, that worked out amazingly. I am kind of tempted, wow, to play the self-sacrifice room, but I think it's not in our self-interest right now to do so. So I'm just gonna leave, be content with what turned out to be a very nice floor for us, maybe find a second secret room, of which there's a couple of different plausible locations. There we go. And for God's sakes, if we could change this hairstyle, I would really like to. This is like the kind of hairstyle, it hasn't existed since like the 1820s. It's not a good look, the weird bang center part. We don't, I mean, don't take your hair advice from a bald man necessarily, but it's not a look that I see often. It's not really in keeping with modern fashions, I think. What do we have here? We'll try it. I think that this run is actually, and I'm trying to like look at derived statistics and figure out where I go wrong. Because there were a lot of runs over the past month, not over the past 10 days, but over the past month, where I thought we were in an amazing position, and I said, oh, we got the win sewn up, and then we lost. And I think I've identified something. I'm going to call it the Macbeth factor, and that's where overconfidence leads to you playing sloppy and killing a run. What are the risk factors to be saddled with the Macbeth factor? Lots of DPS, relatively poor HP. And that's where we're at right now. I feel bad saying poor HP because last floor I was like, our HP is amazing. But technically we went through 2 floors and our HP went down, as it is often going to do in a situation like this. That sucked, dude. That sucked bad. So we got to avoid, what do you do to avoid the Macbeth principle? Don't take deals with the devil out of a certain sense of duty, is definitely step 1. You know, even if you see a great deal with the devil, if it would reduce you to 1 HP, you got to think critically. I know my mindset has been like, take deals with the devil, HP doesn't matter. Probably also like, don't just snap keep Tiny Planet, but, you know, you can't tell me nothing in that regard. And probably don't take risky items like, like Mom's coin purse. We got a luck upgrade out of it, but 50-50 on whether that was a good idea at all. Okay, let's heal ourselves. We got a couple of pennies out of it. We got Judas's tongue, which could be worth something, but is definitely not worth, in most circumstances, getting rid of our, you know, 10 out of 10 trinket here. So you remember, you fire with Tiny Planet, you fire in the opposite direction of the enemies. There we go. Starting to get something good going here. Now, we need, or at least we're relying on getting some better tier effects to work here, but if they show up, they show up. If they don't, they don't. Whoa. It's like 10 pills. Pheromones? 48-hour energy. That's fine. Tears up. Very good. Luck up. Very good. 48-hour energy. Again, that's fine. Amnesia. Irrelevant because we're leaving the floor after this. I think we should hold 48-hour energy. Unlikely to use it here. I don't know, maybe. I was thinking we might get a deal with the devil that gives us a spacebar item worth using it on, but we'll see. That went very well. So we got Cat of Nine Tails. It's not Krampus. I definitely, that's like the Macbeth principle right there. Sure, there's a chance that the Book of Sin would have given us a Spirit Heart, and we could have, or maybe even 2 Spirit Hearts, could have rode off into the sunset on the back of having a little bit of extra HP, but nah. I think you're hedging your bets on something unlikely to pan out, and you kind of reap what you sow in that category. Ooh, extremely good item. Toxic Shock just makes these enemies even easier to kill. Makes it a little harder to see as well, but not that I'm complaining too much. I think we definitely should check out our shop because we probably do want to pick up, thought it was worth a try there. We probably do want to pick up a Spirit Heart. I'm a little offended, but I'm going to try not to take it personally that they gave me trash there. And it's really what the donation machine is for here, but let's keep our bombs going strong here and don't get too perturbed just yet. We might need these bombs to heal us, is really what it comes down to. Oh, dude, Toxic Shock, so good. And I gotta admit, you know, I try not to get sentimental about it, but maybe a little sentimentality is what I need to keep this this streak going strong. Double-digit win, good for your confidence. And a little synth oil pickup's not bad either. Rushing is not the right word. We're trying to expedite the process of getting to the rooms that are going to give us the maximal benefit. Okay? Have I dazzled you with the 5-letter word yet? It's not 5-letter word, $5 word. 50-cent word? I don't know. With inflation, it's hard to keep the idioms, you know, economically sensible. From a fiduciary standpoint. Lucky me. Only got hit once. So it's an XL floor. I actually, at the risk of sounding like I'm playing up a danger element that doesn't exist, I'm starting to get a little concerned about this run. Damage-wise, even with Tiny Planet, it's good. Although it does carry a certain element of being a little afraid of what could happen. Like if an enemy rushes us, Tiny Planet is not what you want. But we're doing fine in that department. It's really the HP that gives me pause. Okay, especially now, but like 2 HP is not good. That was extremely lucky. I think we'll probably Joker once we kill this guy. If it's Krampus, it's Krampus. Tiny Planet works really well here. See if maybe we can get a Demon Heart. Not Krampus, but also not a good item. If we get a deal with the devil, we know that that's an opportunity to use Perthrow. If we don't use it in advance of that moment. Oh my god. So we probably won't get a deal with the devil. So on the one hand, I am disappointed. On the other hand, I'm kind of vindicated in using our Joker card. Thank you for the heal. I instinctively tried to dodge and then got hit anyway, but it's a good hit. Very tempting. I think we'll go for it. Without knowing the pills, we can't... Oh, dude. Ah! Ah! I don't really want to open the other one. I'm not glad I did. We really got to be wary of the so-called Macbeth principle. Who came up with that stupid idea anyway? The Macbeth factor. It's coming true. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy, just like Macbeth. Surprisingly well-read reference, considering the context here. That's right, I took 10th grade English. And I paid attention. I'll have you know. Oh, huge density of items here. And then just walk into that guy for no reason. Well, Anemic is bad, but it does come with a range upgrade, which is not great, but it's something. And Lusty Blood is incredible. We should have Perthrowed Anemic, probably. Yeah, that's kind of a rookie mistake. Lusty Blood is not Serpent's Kiss, so don't get excited, as I often do, by thinking that you're going to get Demon Hearts out of this, because it's not going to happen. But you will get extra damage, and our damage is essentially never on this run has it been the sticking point for us, but it's definitely not going to be anymore, especially if we can just, you know, kill an enemy early on. What we really, really want to see is a shop that is not greed, please. That's probably worth it. Oh, dude, I definitely want to play that Judgment as well, so we need money. And, well, that's 1 penny, so that helps out a lot. Because we can heal ourselves, I think we should try this. Acceptable. If it's HP, we take it. Anything else, we'll probably Perthrow. Yeah, that was actually pretty cost efficient there. And honestly, I think according to the newfound Macbeth principle, we're playing it right. You're a fool. Me? Come over to this side, please. It's not like a middle school dance. We can intermingle. There we go. We don't need the boys on one side and the girls on the other. Come over here, let's do the rumba. Come on, chica, body, baby, do that thumpa. No, you can't control yourself any longer. What is it like to be compelled to dance? I've never felt that emotion in my entire life. I felt social pressure to dance, social pressure to dance on, you know, a few occasions in my life. Not commonly necessarily, but there's some people. I've never in my life have I ever said the expression, I want to go out dancing. Maybe I'm missing out. I know we did a whole bit on dancing recently. Run. See, that looked bad, but I think was actually fine. Because when you find yourself in a situation in which, like, the enemies are rushing you, just drop a bomb on yourself. And if you get hit, you get hit. These guys are dead. Yeah, okay. Well, we might as well heal. We're so far ahead of schedule. I'm actually going to open this. I thought about using our battery charges to heal there, but now that I think about it, 2.5 HP is kind of where we want to be. Can't quite reach, huh? Well, that's pretty good. We should look for some spirit hearts. Anyone else feel like you can feel this? It's like a haunted house. You know you're not in physical danger in a haunted house, but it's still the excitement level of it kind of tickles you a little bit, right? We know we're not going to lose this run because I promised you at the top of the video we're not going to lose the run, and I'm a man of my word. But anyone else feel like this run is cursed? The damage is so good that it misleads you into thinking it's a guaranteed win, but 3 HP and only 3 HP, a little on the light side, and I'm not talking about Obi-Wan Kenobi. Not a secret room, okay. Again, you know, things change. Context matters in Isaac. You know, 3 HP, when we started the run, we said it's 10 out of 10. Now, this late in the game, 3 HP leaves a little bit to be desired, which is actually why we're completely going to take advantage of this. Normally, you probably wouldn't do this, but go ahead and break them off. Just a little preview of the remix. I don't want to go like too deep on this. And I know we have other red hearts, you know, battery charges hanging around. We'll probably make an effort to go pick those up. This does give us money to go to the shop as well. Should we be lucky enough to find it ever. Hey, Tractor Beam Lord, could you screw off? Oh, I love that poison. Thank you so much. Tons of time. Don't get it twisted. You got tons of time. Blank rune. Burkano. Let's go find this shop. First, I'm going to give you 2 more plays. Against my better judgment, I'm going to give you 2 more plays. Probably this whole time, should have been making an effort to go for those pills. We didn't, and here we are. Where the heck is our shop? This is maybe the largest floor I've ever seen. Keep in mind, we have 2 boss fights. And a very, very low chance of a deal with the devil. We have to beat Mom without getting hit to get that deal with the devil. That's not unfathomable. Yo, we got a demon heart. But it might be a little bit unlikely. You know what? We took the fast lane. We took the HOV lane in order to get to this floor in record time. And we're very happy with that, actually. We're pleased that we did, because turns out things got a lot slower once we got a little deeper. I think we want a spirit heart. The shop is terrible. And I know what you're thinking is use per throw, but I think the odds of getting an item we really want from the shop is low. Are low? What we want to do, we really want this HP plus speed upgrade. The speed is fine, but could be a little bit better, and the HP definitely leaves a little bit to be desired. We're going to play the blood bank just a little bit more. And we want to check out these pills as well. Something's wrong. We'll just get that out of our system. Feels like I'm walking on sunshine. Perfect. A little bit more useless money. I don't know. I'm feeling up against it right now. You force my hand. Think probably very unlikely to find a second secret room there, but let's give it a shot. And let's go for broke, dude. I don't know. Fair to say, not an ideal setup for fighting the adversary. We're making it work, though. Him being in the corner is like the most suboptimal spot possible. Makes it a lot harder to dodge his beam. The spider got me at the final moment. That's okay. Didn't take red heart damage. Closing in on Spun. At least we got a speed upgrade. That's like a modest improvement for what we were asking for. And actually, our mom setup is pretty nice here. It would be good to beat the odds and get a deal with the devil, because we're probably going to be in tight to get it on the next floor, even with a little demon art protection. So to get it here, even though we know it's the shovel, we would just re-roll it, hope for something better. Did not get it. Take the Polaroid. Poop. All terrible, except you could maybe make a case for the Forget-Me-Now. I'm gonna try. I don't know, because, you know, I was liking having, oh, what have I done? I was liking having a permanent way to regenerate our own HP, no question about it, but getting an extra item room, an extra shop, another good chance at a deal with the devil, I think it's worth it. This one has gotten real tight, you know, we definitely, I think we made the right decision when we factor it through like a Macbeth factor lens. This one, I think, honestly, it's the first run I've had, maybe in the entire streak, where if me from 2 weeks ago was playing it, we're toast already. And we're going, how did we lose? Well, we lost because we didn't get enough HP. No, that's, we got to get that attitude out of our system. We're losing. Sometimes losses are nearly unavoidable, but this isn't one of those situations, at least not yet. You know, we might be cursed, as mentioned, a little later, but we'll see. We're only on Necropolis 1, so we don't even have Necropolis XL. This is going to slow us extremely down, but at the same time is going to give us 2 item rooms, 2 shops, 2 separate chances of getting a deal with the devil. Oh, there we go. So the cancer item really makes this all worthwhile right off the get-go. Because now on the womb, we're going to have halved damage for part of it at least. Let's see what we got going on here. Sister Viz. What's your price for flight? Not a good place to stand. Did decent damage there, though. I'm not going to complain too hard. Really good odds of a deal with the devil. And honestly, the HP necessary to take us there. Gimpy would be a modest and yet amazing improvement. No deal with the devil. We definitely do not need these speed upgrades anymore. And you know, if you're in for a penny, in for a pound, you already lost your boss rush chance because you went to boss rush already. It's like in a past life, you had the opportunity to go there. What we're going to do now is go to our shop, no matter how long it takes. The only thing we're worried about when it comes to things taking a long time is, does it increase our risk of taking damage? And if so, then we're going to be a little bit less excited. But if it's just, you know, running out the clock, nothing wrong with that. Oh, absolutely. See, this is why Gimpy would have been so good. It's like I was seeing the future on this run. What do you got for me? Experimental treatment. That's spun. It's also a rate of fire reduction, but damage went up, so I'll accept it. Okay, you are a fool, but stand here. A fool who can heal himself is no fool indeed. Teach a man to heal. He'll heal for a lifetime, dude. You think, like, if we did a best English idiom contest? Too bad it's not English idiot or you would win, NL. Get out of here, my childhood bully who's surprisingly erudite for some reason. Yo, give me Head of Krampus. I mean, either one is good, but Head of Krampus actually, this is one of the few times we can make it work. In hindsight, I would prefer Lump of Coal for its passive benefits, but yeah, and that's fine. But Head of Krampus would also be useful here, which doesn't happen very often. Anyway, what was I saying? You think, I would probably cast my vote for give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day, teach a man to fish, he'll eat for a lifetime. I think it's a very useful idiom. The one thing I will say is that I think there's a caveat attached there, which is sometimes you should just give a man a fish. If a man has had a long day, Maybe he taught himself how to sew that day. And he says, hey, can I get a fish? And they go, well, what if instead of giving you a fish, we do a 6-hour course on how to fish? And he's like, dude, I'm really hungry. Like, I had a busy day. The way that the modern economy works, you know, not everyone can be a fisherman. You know, I was working in the mines instead. So, you know, while you're cooking the fish, you're using the coal that I pulled out of the earth. So by specializing in these unique areas of industry, we as a society gain. Could you just give me the fish, please? But in terms of its sentiment, and without bringing it to a logical extreme, I agree. Teach a man to fish, he'll eat for a lifetime. Habit? Jar of flies. Actually, a pretty solid assortment of items here. Now, jar of flies, basically like once every other room, jar of flies is going to be awesome. And I'm okay with that. So man, we went from 3 HP to 5 HP, picked up a spun for extra damage, lump of coal for free, cancer for the, you know, reduced damage on the womb, and also the spirit hearts it gained us to begin with. We'd rather have lemon party. Great stuff. We don't have a spacebar item that works with Nun's Habit yet, but life finds a way, perhaps. Ooh, okay, so we have a much more comfortable arcade here. And I'm willing to go the distance here, dude. When I said... Oh, Creative Cloud every time. When I said... we're never going to lose a game in Isaac again. This is what it entails. You might think it entails, you know, oh look, he's only gotten good seeds so far. He's so lucky. What a luck sack, people say to me. They say, what a luck sack. It's so rude. I don't know. People don't call me a luck sack. That's dated terminology. I'm a luck sack of sacks. Joker? Junker. But we got the HP from the blood bank, which I'm already pleased with. Very inefficient play here. Come on, dude. You're killing me. Even just getting that, we already have the mom transformation, but sure, you gave us something. I'm not mad. Now, if you can give me HP, I'll be over the moon. Never losing an Isaac again means doing your due diligence like this. You know, sometimes you wish it would go a little faster, but this is what it entails. This is what the glamour of a lossless lifestyle, FLAC codec, looks like, okay? And look at that, more HP for me. 100% chance of a deal with the devil, assuming we can keep our record pristine, marble white, as Dan would say. You can't hurt me. I'm immune to your charms. Wax lips are immune to your charms. Okay, I'm still like, I'm over it. Wait, you made a mistake, NL. Yo, that was pretty dumb. You're not gonna run Mom's bottle of pills, you madman. That's trash. Give me Jar of Flies. Jar of Flies, not trash. Decidedly untrash. Every time I go through that room, I come so close to stepping on the spike. Why does every room have a spike in it, man? What are we at? Magic the Gathering Friday? Wait, Friday Night Magic? It's been a while. Yo, but that Dominaria, though, set looks good, dude. From what I've heard from people whose opinions I trust. I would like PhD. Well, that Forget Me Now is like the greatest MVP we've ever seen. Turned out to be an incredibly useful item. Let's go to our item room and see what we get in there. Were it not for the Forget Me Now, well, the beauty of the situation is I don't have to tell you whether I thought we'd win or lose, because, you know, we're in a better situation now, and that's all that matters. But I think I might have bet a little bit more than 50-50 on the side of a loss there. I think we were getting in real tight. Starting to be a little afraid of what the rest of that run might have entailed. Especially, you know, you get down to the womb. Enemies are dealing double damage. Life is not but a dream. in both interpretations of the phrase. Alright, not really worth walking back here, but we did get a couple of spirit hearts on the way. Let's do it. I really... Well, we're gonna have 15 cents. Do we want PhD? I think we should. And this run is, yet again, another nice confidence booster. Verb. Feels like I'm walking on sunshine. Nah. Another really nice confidence booster, because it sincerely could have gone south at just about any moment. So the fact that we held on, and in fact, made a pretty, dare I say it, Google DeepMind, don't be mad at me, made a pretty ballsy play to pull out the prospective W here, to give us the best chance of the W at least. Feels real good. 100% deal with the devil chance. Oh, baby, I love your way. I wanna be with you night and day. Lemon party. So we definitely want, by the way, don't fall victim to hubris here. We definitely want Guppy's head. And we definitely want Empty Vessel as well. Lucky us. Please pay out. There we go. We don't need that, but we'll take it nonetheless. And Guppy's head, I do think, beats Jar of Flies. Take our second Polaroid for no discernible reason, even though the negative would give us better effects at this point. 20 keys, absolutely. So despite all that we've done to improve the quality and camber of this run, we're not set in stone to win. We're looking real good. Substantially better than substantially better than it looked when we originally got the boss rush. And I thank myself for making that happen. I do thank the game for giving me a good chance with the Forget Me Now that showed up, but a little quick thinking for myself, managed to put that one out. And you know, the XL floor deserves a little bit of credit as well. Why Guppy's head over Jar of Flies? Well, I want to win. What, you don't like winning? And with, I mean, there's 3 flies per room. I think is probably a little bit less than we'd get from Jar of Flies, but the consistency from getting 3 flies every room, on average, is worth something to me. That combined with the fact that if we pop the flies, with our damage, they're probably going to be strong enough to wipe out a couple of enemies, thereby, like, giving us the fast track on Serpent's Kiss. So you know, you can tell me things. This is not a can't tell me nothing sort of situation, but it's gonna be pretty hard for you to convince me that I made the wrong decision here, with respect to literally anything. So maybe you can't tell me nothing. I don't know. Let's not get too cocky. There's still an outside chance of complete oblivion. Never mind. We have just won the run handily. We're Guppy. At the risk of sounding insane, Guppy's paw would have been really nice, but you know, not really complaining in the whole scheme of things. But Guppy's paw would have allowed us to activate Empty Vessel, but it's more like just, you know, if you're paying attention out there and you're like, well, that was the best deal with the devil possible. Not the best possible, but very, very, very good. Yeah, we're killing it. Okay, so it looks like we're going to come away with the victory here. Whew. Feels good. I actually just got a little shot of adrenaline in my body. It feels nice. You know, we got, keep picking these up. We do have Guppy's tail. 10 wins in a row. It's been a while. And you know what? Feels like this is just the beginning. Please, God, don't let that be prophetic. And, all of a sudden, you know, win 11 is the last one or something like that. But I guess it would be the inverse. It would be ironic or coincidental. Come on. Well, the ultimate irony would be if you called the win here and you still lost. But I think, you know, if this was on CNN, or insert the network that you don't think is fake news, because I don't know, it's so irritating to be outside of America. It's probably worse to be inside of America, you know. Things are wild down there. But, you know, people say CNN's fake news. So what's not fake news? I don't know. joesblog.com? Fox is fake news. MSNBC is fake news. Washington Post is fake news. It's freaking all fake news, apparently. I disagree. I think that's become a way to write off something you disagree with, right? Try to undermine their credibility. You know how I know that is because we've been doing the same thing in video game circles for like 30 years. We'll be like, oh, the game I was interested in got a 2 out of 10 from IGN, but look at this, the reviewer only has one other fighting game they've ever reviewed in their entire career. They're unqualified, or perhaps even malicious. How much did the competitor pay you to write a bad review of this game, even though the optics of that make essentially no sense? Anyway, if this was the election, which election? The election, you know the one, the big one, American Idol. CNN would be like, we're predicting that NL is gonna carry this run. And then they'd cut to a field of my supporters going, woo! And it would be a jovial night. And then over the course of the next 4 years, the citizens would grow to slowly hate me, and then, you know, if you get lucky, you get a second term, and then by then, you've got enough of a track record that people are like, I'll do anything to get this guy out of power. And then they vote for the other party, and it's, you know, meet the new boss is same as the old boss, and then they gradually get more and more disillusioned with them, and then they go back. They're like, no, we were right the first time, and they go back with that guy, and then they go, ooh, I don't know about that, and then they go with the other. This is more of a Canadian politics thing. You know, in 2015, I'll admit, I live in basically Canada's version of California. You can probably guess how my province votes on the regular. 2015, everyone's like, we gotta do anything to get conservative leader Stephen Harper out of power. And I already hear the rumblings for 2019. People are like, we gotta do anything, hold your noses and vote for anyone to get Justin Trudeau out of power. They'll be fighting in the streets with our children at our feet. Yeah, it's I'm not really making a point about politics. I'm more making a point about classic rock. I tip my hat to the new Constitution. Anyway. Isaac goes on, one way or the other. And you know what's going on with a win, which is the most important part. Don't just run into an enemy and then claim that it's because you have 2 speed. That's not fair. Yo, Black Rune. Black Rune, come, run is one. Give me synergies, Black Rune, come. Okay, so Black Rune, come. Depending on the emphasis that you place on it, it can come across sounding a little silly. That's okay. We do. Silly is what we do on this show from time to time. I'm all right with it. Don't you dare kid me, my friend. You'll be hearing from my lawyer. Wait, let's do that as Millhouse Manastorm. You'll be hearing from my lawyer. We could do that better. I found the voice halfway through. You'll be hearing from my lawyer. That might have been worse. He's finally lost it. Give me Rodden, baby. Give me Crystal Ball temporarily so we can see where we're going. Give me Holy Mantle permanently. And then take that. All right. Dude, I'm stoked. This run we deserved. Some of the runs over the course of this have been gifted to us. This one we deserved. Fully. And completely. Snatched victory from the jaws of defeat instead of the oft-quoted vice versa. And I've really got a smile on my face, to be honest with you. The idea that we could go 2 weeks without a loss in Isaac, not unprecedented, obviously, but makes me feel... ooh, let's go. Like I'm getting back in the groove of it here. Quickly, I mean, you never know what to attribute it to. Philosophical shift, clumped variants for good seeds. I'll admit our seeds have been pretty solid lately. And so has our clumped variants. But this one, we pulled it together. I'm gonna chalk it up 50% seeds, 50% attitude, dude. I'm a happy camper right now. Loving life and winning Isaac. Clapping bombs, and you know the rest if you go to our hockey. In the middle of our street, our hockey. Who you guys got in the NHL playoffs? Are those over yet by the time this goes live? Probably not.
I really hope the Los Angeles Kings can pull out their first round series against the Vegas Golden Knights.
See, the joke is that series, at the time of this recording, is 3-0. So it's pretty unlikely they will. But, dude, I got nothing against, the Canucks and the Kings. They've had their rivalries in the past in the Pacific Division compatriots. But how can you hate Jonathan Quick outside of the Olympics when you're not an American, How can you hate Jonathan Quick? He's a competitor. He's a grinder. He works hard. People don't give him the respect he deserves. Leave Jonathan alone. Despite being on the internet since, like, the year 4 AD, I've never seen Leave Britney Alone. I just know it through its various parodies. Anyway, easy wins. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. And, of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching. I will see you next time.